We're going to see. Hi, YouTube. I'm back. I was gone for a minute. Now I'm back. I don't know. I think I'm coming across the same issue with wanting to keep my EFT script in the forefront so I can guide us through this breathwork session. I'm just not sure if it's gonna let me do it. I don't know if it's pausing me and it's keeping it. I thought I had figured it out. Maybe I hadn't figured it out. And I'm just not willing. I'm not willing to let TikTok go. I would love to speak to you both so I can have this moment saved for Divine Masculine Mondays within our back end over on YouTube, as well as connect and create and share some space, time, and energy with the TikTok family. So if you are new to the Empress Oracle, welcome to the channel. I am Raven, and I am going to be leading us through such a divine moment in time. We are going to breathe, we are going to relax, relate, release, and we're going to open ourselves up to this divine wisdom and knowledge that is ever present for us. I am carving out this container right now and setting the intention for this moment in time to not only be blissful, but to be blessed. For our thoughts, our energies, and our feelings to be protected and directed to the highest good for us all. For us to not only leave this space feeling refreshed, aligned, and divinely present with everything that is coming up for us, but to feel secure and safe in our being and in our knowing. To operate from a high level of conscious awareness and to know that we are ready to take on this new path, forge this new path for some of us, and embrace this journey with an open heart, a cool mind, and a clear head. All right? So the intention is set. I've prayed over myself, and I would like for you to take the time to say a prayer for yourself. I'd like for you to take this moment to give yourself a blessing. Give yourself what you need. Before we begin, good new day. Beautiful. May your words and your thoughts and your feelings be beautiful. May everything that is coming up for you now be fully accepted for what it is. Not what you want it to be, not how you thought it should be, but for exactly what it is, okay? So this is going to be new for us. This is a new way for me to do my Divine Masculine Mondays. Normally we're over on YouTube, and I've decided that moving forward, normally we're over on Instagram, and I've decided moving forward that this energy is going to be ever present for my TikTok family for as long as we're here, and for my YouTube family, which is always growing. But aside from these platforms, I would really, really, really love and appreciate if you all went to my link and you subscribe to my mail list, so that regardless of what happens, we're always connected, okay? We're always connected, we're always connected, we're always connected. And so, welcome to the Divine Masculine Monday. Welcome to Divine Masculine Monday. It's new for the camera to be upright for me over here on YouTube, so it ain't no telling what it's gonna look like when it posts, child. You know, it just be, child. Listen, I'm not going to get in a tizzy about it. I'm not gonna get in a tizzy about it. I can only hope. Is the stream still going? Hold on. Live will end in 4. We have detected inactivity during your current live. Complete the verification to... What? I'm very much so on here. Okay, they're not going to end me on YouTube. I'm in on TikTok. I can only hope TikTok can still hear me. So I'm going to move my notes, and I'm going to come right back on here. So when I put my notes on the screen, because someone in the chat let me know if I froze or if y'all could still hear me, because I would really love for my script to be in front of me so we can go into some EFT tapping to integrate this Divine Masculine energy. But I need to know, when I just clicked off and pulled up my script, did our live stream pause? or were you able to still hear me and see me regardless of my screen changing? Can somebody let me know that in the chat, please? Can anybody let me know? I wanna know. I'm active. Look, can I type? Can I write anything over here to let them know I'm still active? I'm doing a lot right now. Doing a lot right now. Hello from Greece. Where are you from? I am from Alabama. This is so beautiful. I have someone from Greece. Because we international, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I love that for you. Thank you for joining us. And so let me get let me get focused. Let me get right. So that could be a theme for us that we're experiencing. So when it comes to divine masculine energy, I am going to pull in my notes. I hope YouTube can stay in the mix. When we're talking about divine masculine energy, we're speaking to the polarity that exists within us all. We're both masculine and feminine energy. We're comprised of both. And so what I was already sensing coming into this space is a need for them to be operating in tandem at an equivalent rate of ascension. Now we're into a space where the healing that is within one needs to be equivalent to the healing within the other. The lapse within the two will be felt. So if there is a lapse in confidence right now with what it is that you feel called to do or where it is that you feel called to go, this is a need to tend to your divine masculine energy. If there's a lapse in action, if there's a lapse in focus, if there's a lapse in feeling grounded, if there's a lapse in you really embodying your power, this is divine masculine energy. And where you feel afraid, where you feel not certain, where you feel though when you have those moments of your inability to focus, those moments of your inability to take action, this is a result of a lot of root chakra healing. And when we speak to the root, we're speaking to the base of our being. We're speaking to the vital life force energy center that literally fuels our entire system. And we're speaking to divine masculine energy. And it is so easy within today's society and how things are for our masculinity to be at an all-time low. When I should say it, there is a lot of hyper femininity and a lot of toxic masculinity, and I say that from a space of awareness, and if you know, you know. So for those of us that are on this path that are aligning ourselves to walk within our divinity, our divine masculinity needs to be tended to. And so today, before I even begin channeling any more messages or speaking to it, I want us to start off today's segment with an EFT tapping session. So when it comes to an EFT tapping, it is an emotional freedom technique. And what I really want us to do at this moment is to go ahead and get a sense and feel of where our energy is already at within us before we even open the container, so that we can literally be able to identify the shift once the reading has closed, so that we can really sense within our own being that our confidence higher now. Are we feeling more excited to take this next step? Are we feeling more focused? Did we get the clarification we need? Did we undo some beliefs? Did we unlock some old beliefs and create new ones? Are we thinking a better thought? How are we feeling now once the reading and once the session has come to a conclusion? So with us starting and opening the space of right now, with this session, I'm letting you all know the intent is to integrate the divine masculine energy. It is intended to empower us and to take more aligned, progressive, and confident action forward. That's what the intention of the EFT tapping session is that we're about to start. So within this session, if you aren't already, please be sitting comfortably. And if this is your first time ever doing anything like this, I will introduce to you the points in which we will be tapping. so that you can have a better understanding of the energy that is being released from these specific meridians and how you can anticipate as well as open yourself up to receive this energetic transformation as well as shift in time. So if you are seated, remain seated, and if you can, sit up straight, making sure the spine is aligned. And just take a deep breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Notice how deep or shallow your natural breathing is. Excuse me. Take stock of just how you're feeling right now coming into this space. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Take note of how confident you feel in yourself right now. Take note of your ability to focus. Although I'm doing many things that can help you lose focus, take note on your ability to focus. Take note on your will to want to do something different. Let me hush for a second because my throat chakra is getting hella activated. We got some throat chakras opening up. Maybe you haven't been speaking to your power in a way in which leaves you feeling that you have what it takes to conquer any challenge, overcome any situation, and move through it as the victor. Maybe you've been needing to open your mouth and speak to yourself and others as well as over your life in a way that infuses it with power, strength, confidence, and knowingness. Maybe, just maybe, it's the words you speak in the way in which you have been viewing yourself that has kept you captive to an old identity, old way of operating and being, and you just simply weren't aware of it. Okay? So let's take another deep breath together, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. That feels better. And if you can see me from wherever you are, just gently begin to tap the right side of your right hand. Taking your two left fingers, begin tapping the right edge of your right hand. Just tap gently. Just tap gently. We're going to set the intention again for today's EFT tapping session, which is to integrate and align ourselves with the confidence, the focus, the clarity, and the embodiment of our divine masculine energy in a way that sets us up for everyone and everything that we're calling in our highest path of least resistance. We are setting the intention to open ourselves up to integrate to this beautiful energy. Our divine masculine energy is getting some tuning up. So we are going to tune it up by tapping in. So if you're just joining me, hey, put some energy in the chat. And let's get to tapping and tuning in and turning on. So this session will help us feel grounded in our power, trust our decision-making abilities, as well as our ability to take aligned steps forward with assurance and ease. And I can guarantee you that is something we all need in this climate right here and right now. I can guarantee you this is something we all need in this climate right here and right now. So again, if you are not aware of what emotional freedom technique is, it is a somatic practice. It is a tapping practice. It is a meditative practice. That is a powerful method that combines the gentle tapping on specific energy meridian points while reciting affirmations. This process helps us to release any stagnant energy within the body, within the energy centers, as well as rewire limiting beliefs and pave the way towards clarity and confidence. So if you like this technique and you want to continue doing this technique, there are plenty videos on YouTube. There are sessions that you can get with me personally, as well as more interactive experiences soon coming, okay? So what we're doing right now, we are tapping the side of the hand just to set the intention and to open up our auric field, open up the energy centers within our body, and to set the intention for the session. We're going to move to the eyebrow point. And when we're tapping at the eyebrow point, we are releasing any tension around our identity and any uncertainty. Okay? This is what we're doing when we're tapping the eyebrow point. Well, this is the eyebrow point. I'm so sorry, y'all. Point side. That confuses me. This is the eyebrow point. And so when we're tapping here, we are releasing any tension around identity and uncertainty. When we tap here, which is the side of the eye, we're dissolving any stress or hesitation. When we tap here, under the eye, we are soothing any fears around moving forward. Okay? When we tap here, under the nose, we are aligning our thoughts with confident action. And when we tap the chin point, this is to help us strengthen self-assurance. And when we tap our collarbones, this is to help ground us, especially when it comes to embodying our truth. And when we tap here, our pulse points, we're activating the heart's rhythm and aligning with our divine essence. And last but not least, when we tap our head, the top of the head, we are integrating and sealing the energy of the practice, okay? Now that you know why we tap and what we tap and when we're tapping it, let's take 3 deep breaths in. These are going to be the cleansing breaths to open the container so we can go ahead and start moving this energy around. And shortly after, we will get into today's Divine Masculine channeled message. And we will close again with integrating this energy within our body and our being. If you with that, let me know you with that by putting something in the chat. Either way. So let's go ahead and take good 3 deep breaths. Beginning with our first one, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. Last one, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Taking those 2 fingers on the left hand, bringing them to the right. Start with tapping the karate chop point on the side of the hand. All right, and when you're ready, repeat this affirmation after me. Even though I've sometimes doubted my ability to take bold, aligned action, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I've sometimes doubted my ability to take bold, aligned action, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I've held back due to fear or uncertainty, I choose to step forward with clarity and confidence. Even though I've held back due to fear or uncertainty, I choose to step forward with clarity and confidence. Even though I've struggled to fully trust my inner power, I now welcome my divine masculine energy to guide me forward. Even though I've struggled to fully trust my inner power, I now welcome my divine masculine energy to guide me forward. Eyebrow point. I release the doubts and fears that have held me back. I release the doubts and fears that have held me back. Side of the eye. I let go of hesitation and embrace my power to act with purpose. I let go of hesitation and embrace my power to act with purpose. I feel calm and centered as I take the next aligned step. I feel calm and centered as I take the next aligned step. My thoughts are clear, and I trust the path unfolding before me. My thoughts are clear, and I trust the path unfolding before me. I embody strength and take progressive action forward. I embody strength and take progressive, confident action forward. Let's do this one more time. I embody strength and take progressive, confident action forward. I embody strength and take progressive, confident action forward. Collarbone point. I ground myself in my truth and align with my highest potential. I ground myself in my truth and align with my highest potential. I activate my heart's wisdom, pulse points, and align it with my inner power. I activate my heart's wisdom and align it with my inner power. I integrate divine masculine energy to act with confidence, focus, and clarity. I integrate divine masculine energy to act with focus, confidence, and clarity. Let the practice go and just take a good deep breath in and hold it at the top for 3, 2, 1, and exhale. Notice how your energy feels just from saying those words and open yourself up to this energy. How does your mind feel? What thoughts are brewing for you at this time? Do you feel good about inviting and integrating this energy? Are you afraid? Is this something that you didn't know you needed and now you got it and you're more than happy and more than willing to trailblaze forward? How are you feeling now that you have affirmed and opened your being up to this beautiful new energy? You've affirmed over yourself so beautifully. You've cut through any unconscious limiting beliefs, and you're now in this space where you are receiving new downloads, new thoughts, and new expressions of your own energy as you open up to your own highest potential. What does that feel like in this moment? What does that feel like in this moment for you? Let's take 3 integration breaths before we start the channeling session. Inhale through the nose and exhale. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Let's see what it's like over here on YouTube. If we stayed alive at 5 or if we done got kicked out, or were the people still vibing with us. Did you all enjoy the session? I'm not sure if they received it, but I hope they did. Baby, at this point it's for who it's for. So Divine Masculine Monday, we have some very clear messaging for my higher self right now. And I led with speaking on TikTok a little bit before getting on here about Aquarian energy and what it means to be an Aquarius woman and the frequency that they hold, as well as what it means to be an Aquarius male and the frequency that they hold that I've experienced. And I said, I feel like there is a need for a deeper level of self-acceptance happening within the masculine, especially with it being Aquarius season. And I say this with confidence for the simple fact that Aquarius energy is very innovative. It is very leading edge. It is very otherworldly. And they are just simply different. They are a different vibrational imprint as well as expression of divinity. And we need that differentiator that has this humanitarianism about them, that is highly philanthropic, willing to change the world in one breath if they could. That energy really does serve the collective, but we have to speak to the level of acceptance necessary when it comes to the water bearer energy, when it comes to Aquarian energy, in regards to knowing your truth and allowing it to guide you and walking in it. That is a major difference. That is a major difference. And I really feel as if when it comes to us balancing our divine masculine energy right now at this time, the deal breaker or the unconscious pattern that has been, I don't want it to be like that. The unconscious pattern that has been, I feel, plaguing a lot of us is the ability to trust that inner voice enough to actually take the action necessary to follow up with that version of ourselves that we know we are deep down inside. So how has this deep down inside knowing served us if there has been no outward expression, if there has been no outward acceptance or aligning with that vibrational knowing? Have we been in a state of unconscious people pleasing? Have we been in a state of lack of awareness and only saying yes to old versions of ourselves and referencing our future based off of our past? Are we allowing past wounds? Are we allowing anger, the thought of failure, the fear? Are we allowing impatience to be all these driving forces and factors or excuses as to why we aren't showing up how we know we're supposed to be showing up, how we're being guided to show up, how we're being led to show up, how our higher selves is instructing us to show up? What's the deal? What's really real in the field? And I feel like it's time to put up or shut up. I feel like wherever you are right now as a collective, it's time to put up or shut up. You either gonna be exactly who you say you are and live and do as that, or you're not. Because I feel that a lot of us are experiencing a very harsh truth, which is you are what you do, not what you say you'll do. So why aren't you doing it the way in which you know only you can get it done? Why aren't you doing it the way in which you know only you can get it done? So you only believe that you're one of one and that you are an extension of source energy by way of how you show up, especially in moments of adversity, especially in moments where the old pattern, the old behaviors, and the old programming used to hold you captive, especially when you're able to flood the moment consciously from this newfound level of awareness and embody that version of yourself in that moment that no longer aligns with that old path, that no longer exists on that old timeline. That's when you know you are exactly who you say you are. So are you exactly who you say you are, or are we dealing with a identity crisis? Are we dealing with a self-concept issue? Are we lacking confidence because how we identify and see ourselves is not in alignment with how we think we are, how we feel ourselves to be, and enough to support us to take the next steps towards it? These are the questions. This is the question that needs the answer. So where is the confidence? What has the confidence been wrapped up in? Is your confidence wrapped up in failure? of the past, or what you perceive to be as failure from the past. Because if you have a low vibrational understanding of what failure means, then I can see how the inability to begin again is a struggle, is an issue. Because if you feel as if you're failing and not seeing failing as an attempt to even try and get up and do it all over again, then what is really happening? Oh, we got a card in here that's not supposed to be in here. Let's see what it says. Oh, that was two of them. Okay, I just think that came from an old channel message. Let's see, because we got the crown chakra want to be activated. Okay, let's give me a card for the times for the collective, because I feel as if failure and fear, a lack of patience and anger, these are a lot of low vibrational frequencies. I would be lying if I didn't say so. We had anchor and want to come out. Failure, anger, and fear are so low on the vibrational scale. And if we are being flooded, if we're flooding ourselves with inviting these spirits on our journey, then it's a disconnection within the divine masculine with their higher self. Because this isn't of a higher octave. This isn't of the higher mind. This is a lot of inner child wounding. I said this is a lot of inner child wounding, and we had knots in relationships. This is a lot of wounding. This is a lot of past relationship failures. This is a lot of past ways or old ways of relating to self that is being asked to come up. Because these knots are very active within the field. These knots are very active within the energy field. So I know that EFT tapping session really did open some things up. We have hope at the bottom of the deck. I feel the fact that I even showed up here today offering this message, it is a testament to hope. It is a testament to moving through this energy consciously and carefully, but confidently. I feel like the divine masculine has always needed confidence, because there's a level of security in knowing that is embedded within our divine masculinity. There's a level of embodiment and stance that comes from what we believe in ourselves. You know, when a nigga got that confidence, got that yeah about him, it is because he knows who he is. He is confident in the I am. This energy of failure, fear, and anger is not I am energy. This is the energy of the ego. This is the energy of the wounded inner child. This is the energy of the misaligned masculine. But it's derivative of the story that you're telling yourself about yourself, especially those in which you are perceived as failed relationships. I keep hearing it's a fear of being a product of your environment. So the last thing you want to do is fail, but you're angry at the way the world is. You never thought that your way to who it is that you desire to be would have to come through a spiritual awakening, would have to come from a spiritual knowing, would have to come from your confidence really being rooted in the truth of who you believe yourself to be by way of how God created you, not by this man-made definition or who you've been projected to be, who you've been told you should be, not all that shit that you were going through. So it's an ascension happening. It's an ascension happening because it's like, oh, the confidence you're noticing isn't coming by way of what you're driving and what you're wearing or how much money in your pocket or how much you ain't got or how much you need. All of that is in stores. All of that has just been a merry-go-round that has made you so fucking angry. And you're realizing that if all that shit was taken from you tomorrow, who are you at the core of you that is left still standing? That's who needs the tending to. That's who needs to be accepted. That's who needs to be accepted. That's the version of you that needs the patience to begin again, to open yourself up to a higher level of overstanding, to no longer be, because I feel like when it comes to self-concept work, or when it comes to what it means to truly elevate within our masculinity, that foundation of who I say I am of embodying the I am is not something that can be cheated. It is something that is tended to like a garden, and this garden is the only way that you're going to eat. What's the Erykah Badu lyric? If your knowledge were your worth, then it will be well earned. Something like that. Y'all hear my stomach. Excuse me, y'all. But if your knowledge was your worth, then it would be well earned. If what you knew to be real and true was your worth, then it would be well earned. If you knew the knowledge of I am and what it means to be embodying that I am, it's such a what would Jesus do moment that is happening right now within the collective. So it may even be a religious freedom happening, whatever that may be. I've never said that before. A spiritual awakening or a decolonization of your relationship, of what you believed your higher power to be. There is a conversation being had that is deep from within the heart space, that is deep from within. It's like I'm getting this energy of I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm getting that I'm starting with the man in the mirror energy. So it's that done saying I'm done playing. But if I believe myself to be made in God's image, then who am I really? The potential that I thought I had versus the truth of who I know I am just now exceeded my definition. It has now exceeded my worldview. It has now exceeded the status quo, the societal understanding. I feel like a lot of y'all, a lot of people that this reading is for, has been dealing with a lot of internal conflict, because to be truthfully told, you don't even relate to that version of yourself anymore, but it's the releasing and the dying and the embodying and embracing the next version of yourself that is scaring you so much. You're more afraid of your power than you are of remaining the same. That's why this hope energy is here, because you are in a space of being more optimistic and willing to see who you are when you really do believe in the truth of embodying that I am, then you are willing to stay doing the same shit different day. We have Saturn structure. Exactly. Saturn has been dishing out lessons and ass whoopings with over these past 16 years in Pluto. I don't know if Saturn is moving into Aquarius or what. We got to figure this out. Or no, Saturn is moving into Pisces, I think. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But structure, your entire biological, multidimensional, humanness, interconnected, intergalactic structure is being completely untied, rewired, and refurbished. Hello? It's getting refurbished. It's like, no, I was broken down, now I'm getting built up again. But I'm taking with me the wisdom. It's this energy of I'm only fixing the parts that need to be fixed. So there's a shift in perspective, because something about all of who you are, maybe you've been summing up your entire life story around this one mistake or this one decision, and you've been holding yourself to that story and to that victimhood, not knowing that that lesson that you also co-created was made by you specifically to learn from, so that you can move forward. But I feel like a lot of the masculine energy is still with karmic partners, is still with people, is still deeply tethered to this old version of themselves that is spiritually not online. and is caught up in the rapture of a few storms, a few structures that only support an outdated version of who you thought you were supposed to be. I feel like the idea of that confident man, of that, or of the, what it means to be a man, with that definition, that entire story is being uprooted. And I feel like the shift that is happening within us all as we make it, because mind you, we are both masculine and feminine. How do we show up? How do we show up when we no longer have this savior of a sky daddy in regards to religion? How do we show up when we no longer have this savior outside of us that is going to come and go and do, but we show up as sovereign and we begin to save ourselves? What does that empowered, heightened level of potential really look like? Let alone, what does it feel like? How can we get from there to there? There are many knots, there are many stories, there are many relationships, there are many people, there are many jobs, there are many ideas and beliefs that have the masculine energy lacking, living in lack, operating from lack. And we have a lack of confidence. That lack of confidence goes across the board in all realms. Lacking confidence, action, and the ability to focus is detrimental to anyone at this day and age that wants to create a brand new structure that is built on a new level of divine embodiment and acceptance. So it's giving peace after revolution. I keep hearing so much of that because this is the awakening of the visionaries. This is the awakening of the visionaries that's happening right now during Aquarius season. This is the uprise of the visionaries and the philosophers and the revolutionaries right now. And I feel, with that being said, the structure of who you thought you were versus who you have always been designed to be is undoing that one knot. That one knot, I feel, sets you free. Undoing that one knot, having that one aha. This one aha sounds small as I'm saying it, but this is about to be a big ascension, as well as maybe a dark night of the soul, as well as spiritual awakening. Because you're awakening to the spirit that has always been that silent whisper behind the voice of man, behind that egoic voice, behind that fear voice, behind that failure voice, behind that angry voice, has always been a sweet, soft voice of empowerment coming from the God within. So awakening the God within. How do you align and awaken to the God within? This is the question. This is the question that we're being asked right now. We have love and romance. Love and romance. 22. Coming out under this relationship's knot. A lot of who you are, how you've been, what you think you're capable of, who you think you are, how you think you should be loved and treated, is directly reflected in your partner, as well as within the divine masculine feminine relationship we have within ourselves. I remember when I was just doing the pre-show on TikTok, I said it's the equality. It is the ability for the masculine and feminine to be equally evolving in tandem. One cannot go without the other. And I feel as if the divine feminine has been putting in that work. And the divine masculine energy has been needing to surrender to the intuition, to the voice of that whisper, which is the intuition, and to trust it enough to take aligned action. This kills the whole deep down inside rhetoric. This kills the whole, oh, I know who I am deep down inside, but who I show up as is no. We're cutting out, because this relationship is based off of this relationship. You can't have one without the other. So if you do not have a healthy level of acceptance and divine love and divine knowing and unconditional love with the person reflected back to you in the mirror, how do you expect to have that reflected back to you through someone else? I know we ain't been out here being nickels looking for dimes, acting like we really one way, but really tied up and toying and playing in the energy, and we ain't that way at all. I know that ain't really what's been going on, but if that's what's been going on, we done saying, we done playing. This is where the stagnation is coming from, because you're saying you're one thing, and you're hoping to be able to show up as another, and that's not how it is. You're going to have to be exactly who you say you are, and those actions will support it. But if you are undecided, if you are still knotted up in old ways and beliefs and structures that are outdated, only support the ego and that wounded version of yourself that's all locked up in fear, failure, and anger and impatience, then it's no way. It's no way. They're not gonna know. They're gonna know. We're gonna know. We're gonna feel it. Your world, your reality is gonna reflect it back to you. Everything that you are experiencing right now is a reflection of your belief of what you think and believe that you are worthy of. So, or if you are someone out here operating like a nickel, audaciously out here looking for a dime, no wonder you tied up. No wonder your inability to focus is all tied up. No wonder your ability to take a line action is all tied up. No wonder you ain't got no confidence and high self-esteem, because it's not being reflected by you by way of people that are in alignment with that vibration. It's being reflected by you by way of people that are meeting you and feeling you and believing just like you exactly where you are. So if you got a problem with how things is going, I always say this: if you don't like what you're getting, change what you're giving. Change what you're giving. If you're only giving yourself thoughts of fear, failure, and anger, how can you be upset when you're giving that right back in all of your relationships, your work relationships, your personal relationships, your own relationship with yourself? All of these facets, all of these structures, all of these things that have been upholding this false light, this false version of you. How dare you be placing an unrealistic expectation on yourself or the world outside of you? You mad at God, you mad at everybody but your damn self for how you were choosing to show up, and that's okay until it ain't. And right now it ain't. It's not working. It's not getting you anywhere but more. It's not getting you more of anything but this fear, failure, and anger. You just showing up more mad as hell than you was the other day, today. Let's talk about it. We came here to talk about it. So, will the real man, not I'm channeling they clone Tyrone. Will the real Fontaine please show up? Who's the real Fontaine? Where's the real Fontaine? Because you either going to be who you say you're going to be by showing up and doing, or you're going to be exactly who you believe and think yourself to be within your heart space. And if that is someone that is in direct flow of the decisions you continue to make, and it's being reflected in these relationships and in these structures and in these entanglements, because it's giving entanglements, it's giving a lot of the reason why you can't focus is because your energy is entangled in old narratives, whether that be with a person, a job, an identity. It's giving major identity crisis. It's giving a lot of misplaced anger. because you are the co-creator. If you are an extension of source energy, if God is within you and you are an extension of that very energy, then you have that same level of omniscient, all-knowing, powerful source energy coursing through your veins. But if you continue to think, feel, and believe as if you are separate from that knowing, you are separate from your creator, then you are going to continue to align with structures, relationships, and situations that's going to have your vital life force energy not only tangled the fuck up, siphoned, used and abused, and you walking around here controlled. Again, will the real Fontaine please stand up? Who the real Fontaine? Who the real Fontaine? So what words, what thoughts, what energy are you really speaking of yourself when you look at that man or that woman in the mirror? In the minute you affirm, whether it's negative or positive, your reality, your world has no choice but to reflect it back to you. If you ain't ready, listen, the way it's a knot literally in my chest right now that I'm literally feeling move. I'm feeling it move. Free your heart and not your... It's free... It's something. Baby, just relax your mind. Because what do you really got time for? Because if you are making time to pour into yourself positively, from a space of knowing, from an embodiment of the I am, then you could very much so still be affirming your wounds, aligning with an old story about a past version of yourself that made a mistake or made a decision based off what you knew to be good and real and true for you then. But when do we start believing differently? When are we going to start believing differently so that we can act differently? Because the only way to really prove that you are exactly who you say you are, you do it. You do it. You are about it. You don't talk about it. You just about it. You just live in it. It's just what it is. And this level of isness is something that you've been hoping for, but it's these distractions. I really hope, I seen the destruction and chaos card at the bottom of the deck. It's peace after revolution, not before. And I hope this is for entertainment purposes only. Allegedly, that's what the song say. I'm just reciting a song lyric, okay? But it's peace after that. So when it all falls down and you're able to receive this love, this romance, this divine merge of your masculine and feminine energy in a healthy way at a higher octave, it'll be due to you calling your power back, getting out of these entanglements, saying no when you really mean no, and yes only when it's a hell yes. But it's the script, it's the story. Your world is being projected through you. Through you. This shit going exactly how you say it's gonna go. And if you have a worst case scenario thinking, if you are a victim of the past and you haven't been bold enough, because this is what divine masculine energy is, bold, operating in truth and justice. If you haven't been bold enough to take those steps confidently, it's all based off of that belief. It's all based off of the story you're telling yourself about yourself. And I'm here to let you know it obviously isn't real, and it's only as true as you say it is by way of how you show up in your actions. So do not fear this power that you are calling in, but do understand it requires another version of you. And I feel like something that I had to personally really embrace, accept, and understand was your old life is going to require, your new life is going to require your old one. The way you used to think, the people you used to talk to, not saying that everybody, Not saying that everybody, but please be open to better. Please be open to more aligned relationships, divinely aligned. That is a reflection of the love that you give yourself. So this is the inner work. This is the inner work. We're finna get to some shadow work before I close out today's segment. I really love that I didn't really have to clarify anything. So what shadow, what part of our shadow is here to be transcended into the light? And I'm going to get a card from the... We got a major message of you have not because you ask not. And I feel like you have not been asking or requiring the best of yourself to be made, experienced, known, or to come forward. You haven't put the expectation on yourself. There has been unrealistic expectation on everyone else but the person that is responsible, which is you. And our higher selves have been here along the way, helping us to diffuse these lies. But these lies, these untruths can only be met with truth when you are willing, when you are ready for the truth. I'm hearing that line, but you can't handle the truth. A lot of y'all can't handle the truth. A lot of handling the truth, the fact that your life is exactly the way it is because of you designed it that way. It's a high level of accountability that comes with embodying this I am energy and this divine masculinity. Let's just talk about it. It's a high level. This is high level, not high level accountability. Because if you the co-creator, then act like it. If you are an extension of source energy, then be that. And it's kind of hard to stay consciously aware of that when you're met in the face of adversity, especially amongst so many people that don't operate from that level of awareness. It's cute walk around saying, oh, they must be woke or they must be that. Yeah, awareness is going to be the differentiator between the quality of life moving forward, because this entire situation that we undergoing right now is spiritual warfare. And if you're afraid of the power that lies within your spirit, that lies within your soul, then you can't handle the truth. You can't. So yeah, Heartbreak Hotel. It is time is up. Check out. Check out. You getting taxed with all these fees. Your card is declining. The pieces ain't hitting. Check out. It's time for you to check out, because this Heartbreak Hotel is filled with so much fucking fear and anger and failure and impatience and so many stories and so many people that reflect back to you a version of yourself that you ain't got no business being no more. I'm talking to a lot of motherfucking people by the time they get this message or whatever, however you get it, because it will be on my YouTube. They got something to say and some moves to make and some shit to shake up. But being afraid of your own power, let me put my look. Being afraid of your own power is going to keep Saturn on that ass. It's going to keep literally creating so many more lessons. Because until you got to understand, until you get it and you got it understood, you're going to keep saying yes to situations that are going to have your energy all tangled up and vibrating low as fuck, might I add. Anger, failure, fear. You're going to just say yes to more of it until you learn these motherfucking lessons. So if you don't check out a Heartbreak Hotel and get hopeful and accepting of all of you, so that you can learn these lessons and have the power, the confidence, the focus, and the ability to create a new story and co-create a new life, then I know something. Because ain't no point in you being mad at nobody else but yourself. The lies. Yes, you have been lied to. The quicker you are at being able to unlearn for the sake of relearning, the better you will be. The quicker you can unlearn to relearn, the better you will be. Yes, you was lied to. Your whole life is a lie. Until you start until you start living for the Lord, until you start really operating from a conscious level of awareness of the truth of what this space-time reality is, the illusions, the elusive thinking will continue to elude you, and your power will continue to be outside of you. But the divine masculine is ready to accept the power. So much is being left on the table. Y'all, a lot of y'all's energy, divine masculine, is being siphoned through women. The inability to transmute that sexual energy is what's holding you back and holding you down. It's some mother wounds. It is some survival tactics. It is some lies up in this bitch, okay? It is some false, it's some false lovers. It's some false light up in here. I'm not gonna hold you in, baby. If it's for you, it's for you. But it's no way that Heartbreak Hotel and Barbara Disha Shirley should be coming out of my dick right now. Cause somebody playing two people to two sides to the middle, and you wondering why how can you focus? How can you be confident in who you are or this version of yourself if you out here lying, scheming and dealing, and hooking and screaming? I don't get it. I don't understand. It's not my monkey. It's not my circus. But if you're ready for some real answers, then you need to step up the quality of your questions. Because you motherfucking know. You know better. You know better. So this is a message and a testament to who you say yes to in any way. And I do apply this very widely because the relationship we have with ourselves is going to be reflected in all of our decision making. We're going to confidently say yes to that new opportunity, that new job. Or we're going to feel as if we're not qualified and ready and we're not going to show up for it. We're going to confidently say yes for this new place to live, this new way of living, these new beliefs and these new thoughts, or we're not. And that is all based on our belief and our acceptance of the I am within. If you do not have that for certain, then you will question yourself. And when you question yourself, you lose trust in yourself. And when you lose trust in yourself, you have a lower self-esteem. When you have a lower self-esteem, you do not have high confidence. And when you don't have high confidence, then guess what? You ain't really got a lot of energy. When you got a lot of energy, then you really gonna be in survival mode. And when you're in survival mode, you're gonna make decisions just off of mere survival. It ain't gonna be about thriving. It ain't gonna be about if you're happy. It ain't gonna be about none of that. It's gonna be based off of mere survival. And some people are with people by way of mere survival. And you're wondering why nothing is coming of that situation or coming of yourself. Your ability to think clearer, your ability to focus, your ability to be confident who you are, because who you are showing up as and who you are believing yourself to be is also everything that you say yes to as well as everything you say no to. So what it is, again, will the real fucking Fontaine please stand up? You can't cheat the system. You can't play the game. This is a new game. Once you open yourself up to the game, like this is giving the energy of a masculine collective that is just now about to open themselves up to the truth of what the fuck is really going on around here. And if that's you, I'm so glad that you were able to see through the smoke and the mirrors. Weave your way through them emotions. To get on this side of hope, baby, because the rainbow, peace after, I said it, peace after evolution, okay? Evolve. You're ready to evolve. You're ready to evolve. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Like low-key, this dude look like Michael Jackson. Low-key. I'm just saying. I'm asking him to change his ways. Y'all need to go listen to that reading. And I feel like that, listen, we got, okay, I know the light is bright, but this says BDE. And that's big energy. I'm that nigga energy. Yo, that's niggas that got that done did a lot of this. Oh, it's so bright. People just walk around with this energy. Oh man, it's too bright. People walk around with this energy done did a lot of this. They done did a lot of healing. And there's a lot of healing that's being avoided in this sector of things. Okay? It's a lot of healing. It's a lot of abundance. That's on the other side of all this healing that you avoiding. It's a lot of magic. Magician mode ready to be tapped into. But you gotta literally tap in. A lot of people, I feel like, have been speculating what it means to be spiritual. But I'm finna tell you, the divine masculine within the collective at this time is about to experience the spiritual awakening. Is about to free themselves from these karmic situations and these ties and learn these lessons and get this healing so that they can step into this confident way of being once and for all. That's what it's giving. So excited. So excited. This is so exciting. Let me get a few messages from the light. Damn. There's too many cards. Hold up. You have options. The power of prayer. New level. You hear what you see all this? Okay. Grounded. Angel number 111 is going to be significant or has been significant in the land of milk and honey. Wow. It's a whole new level, a whole new life on the outside of you doing the fucking work. Wow. Wow. It is a whole new world. There's a new level of groundedness, which is the polar opposite of having failure, anger, and fear in your vibrational field. There are more options, people, places, and things, relationships that are more aligned with the truth of who you are, literally waiting for you. Okay, could be Pisces, have a heavy prominent Pisces placement. But the power of prayer. And it's crazy because at the bottom of the deck of the Shadow Oracle, it literally says, you have not because you ask not. And here we are with the power of prayer. So for my divine masculine out here, this is a beautiful way to wrap up this message. That are in this space, that this message resonates with in any way, a version of yourself that is just ready to evolve, that is ready to embody a new sense of grounded vitality and belief and confidence and action and fearlessness and boldness. I know hearing all this and integrating all this, you probably have all these looming thoughts of, well, where do I start? How do I get there? I done said and did so much. I done believed all these other thoughts for so long. Where do I begin? Prayer. Prayer. Take it back to the roots. Have the conversation that you've been avoiding having with the very person that is helping you co-create and embody and embrace and ascend and evolve and align with all this goodness. Talk to the one person, the one being, the one energy that knows the head count of every hair on your head, that knows the quality of every thought in your brain, that knows the essence of your heart, that designed you, how about you start having more consistent, more quality conversations with your creator? How about you start there? And if that means you got to fall to your knees and just say, help me, and then position yourself to actually receive this help and allow all of these old structures, old relationships, hopelessness, karmic situations, jobs, things, old structures and foundations, if you are willing to really let them go, I need you to pray that prayer that you've been afraid to pray, because you know you're going to have to let some people go, and you know you're going to have to be a better version of yourself. You know you're going to have to show up there. I'm going to need for you to say that one. I'm going to need for you to take it there. And when you take it there, you will be met there. And moving forward, having the will to trust that voice more than the voice of anger, more than the voice of failure, more than the voice of fear, and accept that higher voice, accept the sound, the feel of that higher mind, and the patience that's needed and necessary for you to begin this new journey with a grateful heart. Hey, I can guarantee you'll be well on your way. I can guarantee you'll be well on your way. Now we're going to end this beautiful channel session with some EFT tapping, and I really hope when I go back and watch this on YouTube that the EFT tapping session is a part of the live stream, because I'm not sure if it will be. But you know what? Just to be on the safe side, I think I'm gonna do this one little trick right quick. Hold up. Let me make sure my airdrop is on. About to do it now. How y'all feeling? Just breathe deeply for unos momentos. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. Hold on. Let me do it this way. Why not? Okay. To ensure that our EFT tapping session will at least be on the back end of the reading, I sent it to my other phone and we are about to begin. So whether you're streaming this with me now or you're still on live on TikTok, we are going to breathe in this energy transmission, and we're going to embrace this last round of emotional freedom tapping so that we can integrate this message and receive it fully and move on boldly and confidently and grounded and with a new level of focus. You understand me? I'm focused, man. So let's go ahead and take 3 deep breaths. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale with a sigh. Let it all go. Let all the fear, worry, anger, let it go. Inhale through the nose. And exhale with a sigh. Last one before we start tapping. Inhale through the nose. And exhaling fully with a sigh. All right. Let's bring that left hand up. Grab those two first fingers and gently start tapping on the right side of the right hand. If you can sit up with your spine tall, we are integrating this reading. We are opening ourselves up. We have been open as we received it, and now we are integrating all these divine messages as we actively release any stagnant energy, any old stories and beliefs that have been deeply embedded into our being and into our energy field. We ask that they come up and that they be released with love, unconditional love and acceptance, a new level of perspective, a new level of understanding for our betterment as we journey forward confidently, integrating this new vibrational understanding and embodiment of what it means to operate within our divine masculinity. Keep tapping. And when you're ready, repeat after me. Even though I've sometimes doubted my ability to take bold, aligned action, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I've sometimes doubted my ability to take bold, aligned action, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I have held back due to fear or uncertainty, I choose to step forward with clarity and confidence. Even though I have held back due to fear or uncertainty, I choose to step forward with clarity and confidence. Even though I've struggled to fully trust my inner power, I now welcome my divine masculine energy to guide me forward. Even though I've struggled to fully trust my inner power, I now welcome my divine masculine energy to guide me forward. Eyebrow point. I release the doubts and fears that have held me back. I release the doubts and fears that have held me back. Side of the eye. I let go of hesitation and embrace my power to act with purpose. I let go of hesitation and embrace my power to act with purpose. Oh shit, y'all. I'm sorry. Keep tapping here. I release any lingering fear of failure or uncertainty. I release any lingering fear of failure or uncertainty. I am calm and ready to move forward with purpose. I am calm and ready to move forward with purpose. Under nose, I trust the process and take one aligned step at a time. I trust the process and take one aligned step at a time. Chin point. My confidence grows as I align with my divine masculine energy. My confidence grows as I align with my divine masculine energy. Collarbone point. I feel strong, grounded, and capable of achieving my goals. I feel strong, grounded, and capable of achieving my goals. Pulse points. I embrace. I wonder if it's supposed to be like this. I embrace. I embody balance, action, and courage, guided by my heart's wisdom. I embody balance, action, and courage, guided by my heart's wisdom. Top of the head. I'm fully integrated with my divine masculine energy and take action with clarity and confidence. I am fully integrated with my divine masculine energy and take action with clarity and confidence. Oh my goodness. Ooh. I'm going to go right back to the eyebrow point one more time. Tap to the eyebrow point one more time. And affirm after me. I trust my ability to make aligned, confident decisions. I trust my ability to make aligned, confident decisions. And I release side eye. And I release any lingering fear of failure or uncertainty. And I release any lingering fear of failure or uncertainty. And start space, eyes closed. Let's take a good deep breath in. Let's take a moment to sit with this integration, sit with this energy. Allow yourself to just be fully present here and now. Notice what you're feeling, what you're sensing. Connect with this stillness, with this groundedness, and with this new level of awareness. From this moment, whether you are streaming this live or catching this replay, I want you to create an affirmation for yourself. What does your divine masculine within need to hear, need to know, need to embrace as the new truth to help support you with boldly and confidently and efficiently taking aligned action forward? What is that affirmation? Listen to the whisper of the higher self. What needs to be affirmed? Holding that affirmation near and dear, aligning with the intent to integrate, evolve, and uplift the divine masculine within us. Let's take a few deep breaths together, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth with a sigh. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling with a sigh. Last one, inhaling through the nose and exhaling with a sigh. Feel free to open your eyes, wiggle your toes and your fingers, coming back into this space. Know that you are ready, willing, and equipped to take the aligned action forward, even if it's as simple as your mouth opening with you beginning to have more consistent and more quality prayer. Okay? Take that one confident step at a time. Slow down. Be still. And know, okay, it's giving Wakanda forever in this bitch, you know. But I enjoyed this Divine Masculine Monday with you. If you're just tapping in with me on TikTok, feel free to catch this entire segment and session over on YouTube at the Empress Oracle. Excuse me. If you'd like to book a one-on-one session, whether it's for breath work, EFT, guided meditation, a divinely guided session, or a recalibration session, they are now available by visiting the link in my bio. And if you'd like to support yourself by way of a mind, body, soul experience, please do not hesitate to go to my shop where you can purchase meditations, purchase EFTs, purchase affirmations, and pair them with my beautifully curated mind, body, soul products only from the one and only XANE ORGANIX. Please feel free to do so. Please support yourself on this journey, on this path of ascension and awakening. But most of all, please be gentle with yourself. Again, thank you, TikTok. Shout out to the YouTube fam. In the club we all fam. Thank y'all for being patient with me as I did the EFT tapping. I really hope y'all love that. Moving forward, if I don't stream these live in this manner, please know that any uploads, they may consist of some energy work tied in with the recorded message and reading, okay? So just be prepared for a new flair, a new recalibration experience that's not just limited to channel messages, but an integration. I'm big on integration right now, and integrative action steps so that we can really lock in, okay? So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all, and I will see y'all on the next live stream. I will catch y'all back here again on YouTube for Friday's Divine Feminine Friday, okay? And if you are part of my Instagram family, I think I'm gonna go live over there on Wednesday for a Wind Down Wednesday. I'm gonna keep y'all locked. I'm gonna keep y'all posted, but make sure you subscribe to the channels, my mail list, and you stay active and engaging with me over on all my socials, because it really means a lot to me. So make sure you like and comment if this message was resonant for you in any way, so that we can get the channel energy back up in queue. And I'm gonna catch y'all this week with some more live streams and possibly some more new uploads to the channel. So yeah, love you, bye.